night.
Good night.
Hey, broker!
Hey, Jimmy.
Broker!
I stand by the cover.
The truck, please.
Some sneaky little bitch cheap shots my son's...
Get him, Jimmy! Get in there! Take him down! What the fuck are you doing?
Shut up.
Hey, neighbor, how you doing? You ain't turning that back on.
The film opens with a biker gang known as the Outcasts roaring up to one of their hidden clubhouses. They believe it's just another routine day, unaware that the DEA has been secretly tracking their movements. Inside the building, which doubles as a concealed meth lab, the gang's leader, Danny, meets with Phil Broker, a member he trusts deeply. They talk about transporting a large batch of meth, even involving Danny's young son Jojo in the discussion as they finalize their plans. Before they can get moving, the DEA launches a full-scale raid.
Let's roll.
Agents storm the lab, arresting gang members and searching for their undercover operative. The DEA leader asks for a status update, revealing that the mole inside the Outcasts is actually Phil. Realizing Phil betrayed him, Danny grabs Jojo and makes a desperate escape. Phil stays behind to help a wounded agent, and moments later the entire lab explodes in a violent blast. Danny flees in a car, while Phil chases him down on a motorcycle. Their pursuit ends at a police roadblock. Danny tries to turn back, but Phil slides off his bike, fires at the car, and causes it to explode. Phil closes in on them and shoots Jojo in the leg to disarm him. Refusing to surrender, Jojo provokes the agents until they fatally shoot him. The boy dies at the scene, devastating Phil, but Danny's heartbreak quickly twists into hatred. He blames Phil entirely for his son's death. Overwhelmed by guilt, Phil quietly walks away from the ruins of the raid. 2 years later, Phil has tried to rebuild his life in a quiet Louisiana town where his late wife once lived. His daughter Maddie attends school there. One day at recess, Maddie is pushed around by a bully named Teddy Clean. After warning him twice, she fights back and breaks his nose.
Loser.
Phil is called to the school and finds Teddy's parents, Cassie and Jimmy, furious over what happened. Phil listens to Maddie explain the situation and privately blames himself for teaching her self-defense. Outside, Cassie orders her husband Frankie to confront Phil, but Frankie is quickly and effortlessly taken down. The sheriff steps in, assuring Phil he's not in trouble, but advising him to keep the peace. Cassie, angry and embarrassed, turns to her brother Gator Bodine, a dangerous local meth dealer, asking him to intimidate Phil. Gator pushes around some local tough guys to establish dominance and agrees to help her. Trying to calm the situation, Phil visits Teddy's family to apologize after a teacher suggests it.
And my kid, too, he saw the whole damn thing.
But at a gas station later, Gator's men provoke him, leading to a brutal fight that Phil wins easily. Curious about Phil's skills, Gator breaks into his home. Inside, he discovers documents revealing Phil is a former DEA undercover agent, the man responsible for Jojo's death. Seeing potential leverage, Gator contacts the Outcast gang and offers Phil's information in exchange for drug distribution rights. Things escalate quickly. Phil finds his tires slashed and Maddie's doll destroyed, realizing someone has entered their home. He begins investigating Gator, contacting his old DEA boss for intel. After obtaining a photo of Marie, Gator's girlfriend and partner,
Anything else? Nice meeting you.
Phil sneaks into Gator's boat repair shop, which hides a meth lab. He finds meth production equipment and rigs the electrical system to explode when the lights switch on. On his way out, he finds Maddie's missing cat, but is ambushed by Gator's men. They torture him and threaten Maddie, but Phil snaps, kills them with brutal efficiency, rescues the cat, and escapes. Meanwhile, the outcasts arrive at Gator's hideout demanding Phil's address. Furious at Marie for exposing him, Gator reluctantly provides the location but refuses to go with them. Back at Phil's property, Tito, who cares for the horses, arrives and hears noises in the stables. He's ambushed but manages to stab one attacker before being shot. Phil rushes Maddie into a basement-safe space as the gang storms the property. A violent shootout erupts. Maddie tries to escape but is chased into the woods, only to be saved by Phil at the last second when he kills her pursuer. Phil then faces Cyrus, the outcast's leader, in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. During the chaos, Marie grabs Maddie and escapes by boat.
You all right there?
Police arrive as Phil calls in Maddie's kidnapping. Maddie manages to phone her father, giving enough information for authorities to track her. Phil races to Gator's hideout. At the same time, Cassie and Jimmy show up, worried after hearing about the shootout and Maddie's disappearance. Cassie hears Maddie's voice inside and flips on the lights, triggering Phil's explosive trap. The entire meth lab blows apart. In the chaos, Gator shoots his own sister Cassie and drags Maddie away. Phil arrives just in time to see the aftermath and chases Gator through a high-speed pursuit. After crashing his car, Phil continues the chase on foot. Gator aims his gun at Phil, but Maddie calls out, distracting him. Phil tackles Gator and beats him senseless. He stops himself from killing him, telling Gator that Maddie is the only reason he's still alive. Paramedics arrive to tend to the wounded, including Cassie. Phil takes Maddie in his arms, and the two walk away from the violence at last.